am Danny Gasparini, and welcome to this segment of Penn Voice. Today, I am joined by Sema Tosun, who is by day a loan officer with First Bank Mortgage and also a restaurant owner for a soon-to-be restaurant in San Carlos, Stamp Bar and Grill. But I love having conversations with Sema because she's here to tell us by night she has a nonprofit organization called Fund a Need, and they have been doing great things in our community for over 5 years now. So we're here for an update on what Fund a Need is doing and some of the things that are happening. But for the viewers that sort of haven't seen our conversations over the past few years about Fund a Need, tell us about how you started Fund a Need and what you've been trying to do.
Oh, thank you for having me. Fund a Need is a nonprofit that I started about 5 years ago. We help low-income seniors, and I work a lot with other nonprofits focused on the senior and the aging community. So we provide goods, services, educational seminars to kind of bring a little bit more awareness to the seniors in our community.
So you've done events in the past.
Many.
Yeah. So just give us an example of some of the events that you've put together that were kind of sort of that wonderful experience for seniors and our aging community to have. They might not necessarily have had that kind of experience.
Well, I think what I love about how we're different or how Fund a Need is different is that we really are grassroots. The events that we do really involved, even though we're helping seniors, it really involves local businesses, kids that can come and volunteer, and also adults that want to just be a part of something. We do fun events. We do educational seminars with local law enforcement talking about elder financial abuse and how they can protect themselves, to fun events like, you know, giving them a spa day, giving them haircuts and getting their manicure, pedicure done. Thanksgiving meals on Thanksgiving Day. So it was just kind of, we go a little bit above of, you know, not just giving them something or money, here you go, but really giving them a memory to have something to hold on to and enjoy themselves.
Right. That social environment is so important as we age, and ensuring that we're not staying inside and not getting that social interaction, and ensuring that actually it's a great way for people to see what your needs are as well, because sometimes as we age we don't necessarily want to talk about what our needs are, but when we're out and together we can sort of see what's happening and understand what are the challenges that our aging populations are facing today. So thank you for the 5 years of bringing great activities, great education. I did love the computer seminar that you did to help.
Oh yeah, we've done that
I needed that one.
We've done that too. There's been so many I forget. And again, like you said, you know, it's not what Fund a Need does that is so unique to itself is we're very grassroots. It's not about just handing them money. Although we've done that, we've done gift cards and things like that. But again, it just goes to experiencing it, and really, I mean, we're such a community of work, and we're thriving, and what's the next big thing, and you know, I want to buy this, and I want to succeed in this event. You know, my job, let me close this one loan so I can make, you know, my commission on this. But it really, bottom line is, I think what Fund a Need has done is touched people on a different level as well, not just the seniors, but to be able to volunteer and be a part of that. I think it's caused a beautiful domino effect in how we've affected and brought awareness to just doing good. And I think we've kind of lost touch.
And I'd like to talk about you for a moment, because I think all of us, as we're entering these sort of hectic work career times in our lives, we often think, well, gosh, I would like to do something for someone or some community or some topic. But we think, gosh, it has to be too big. You know, I don't see myself raising hundreds of thousands of dollars for a nonprofit. But what you started out with very simply was, I'm going to put a few community businesses together, a few folks that think like me, and we're just going to do some basic things. And then it's grown from there. So we don't always have to have that huge nonprofit that you might think about. Community ideas can be just wanting to do good.
And again, that's what makes it unique. In the beginning, when I started it, you know, I didn't know anything about I volunteered about nonprofits, but later I realized, like, wow, I love being so hands-on with it because it's very personal to me. But I think it's personal to a lot of people, the volunteers, the kids that come that have volunteered, and of course it's very personal to the seniors that we help. And the communities and the businesses that are involved, it's something that they carry with them. And when they go home, maybe it gives them a reason, or, you know, gives them that foundation to be closer with their grandparents or to do something else that's going to be good. That's what Fund a Need is about. It's not about, you know, raising millions of dollars. It's about being involved and kind of bringing awareness to that.
And I love your analogy of that sort of domino effect, that when someone volunteers, they really realize that they too could do something like this in the future. Which brings us to your restaurant that you'll be opening in San Carlos, Stamp Bar and Grill. It's another great example of what other store owners, restaurant owners can do very simply to help any nonprofit. Yours happens to be helping Fund a Need, but tell us a little bit about what your idea is, and I think it'll give great examples for others.
Opening the restaurant, my restaurant in San Carlos, Stamp Bar and Grill, will be opening on the 27th. And for the first 2 weeks, Stamp Restaurant will be donating 10% of the food sales back to Fund a Need. So we will be taking those proceeds and pretty much donating it to low-income to homeless seniors in the Bay Area. So we wanted to really start out and open our business, not just to be like, oh, here I am opening a restaurant, but to set an example of, you know, what strength in the community can do. And I welcome any other events to do for any other charitable causes, to use my restaurant in this case as a platform. And that's given me a huge space for that, where I can bring people together and have events. And it's just a beautiful thing that I'm excited. This is just the beginning of many events that I'm hoping to do at the restaurant. So there's definitely more to come.
And I think, again, we point to great examples for other business owners to follow. And we do have a very generous community of business owners and restaurateurs that have done very similar things, but it's very effective. So I thank you. And it makes me realize that I can eat for a cause now. So it's a perfect way of guilt-free eating. I must eat because it is for a great cause.
I mean, again, it's like, you know, I'm calling it dying to donate. And, you know, it makes such a difference when we're doing something. The person that's going to be eating there, once they know that, I think it just elevates things on a different level. It affects it, and it just
adds joy, for sure.
Adds a little beauty, and I think we need a little bit more of that in our community, and hopefully I can be an example of that.
So we just have about a minute left, but where do you want to see Fund a Need go in the future?
You know what I would love? If I can raise awareness in any way I can, I would love to partner with other charities. I would love to do more awareness. So as far as being really big and millions, that's not where I'm going. I would love to keep it still very grassroots. I'm a one-person, you know, nonprofit. I have volunteers. Any money that is donated or any volunteer goes directly to what we're doing.
Delivering services and goods.
It's black and white. You know, there is no, oh, you have to go through this person, that. So it is very local, it's very raw, and I would love to just keep it. And if I can keep the awareness going and have someone talk about it, Fund a Need has done well.
Well, let's hope that our viewers today take the time to look at what you're doing with Fund a Need, understand some of the challenges that our aging population does incur today, and become part of some of the Fund a Need future events and at the opening of your restaurant, so that we can continue to ensure that Fund a Need is there and providing goods and services for our aging population. So thank you so much for your work.
Thank you so much for having me.
Your volunteerism and your enthusiasm in our community. It's really infectious.
Looking forward to it. Thank you.
And we'll see all of you next time on Penn Voice.